Feeling like Marty McFly, I guess you're not ready for it. But your kids are gonna love it, there's a metaphor in every doorway they shut, I open another poem. You feeling low, I guarantee somebody else is lower. Everybody got a different type of hell to go to. Life is not snakes and ladders, it's just a helter-skelter. You hit the bottom and climb and enjoy another twist. I swear God is the author writing a story for you. Computer coded a multiple choice we make. At the desk with a universe and a paperweight. Everything that breaks apart can be built back. You lost a tenner, somebody found it and bought a snack. You lost a woman, somebody found her and made her happy. You met a man after telling yourself you'll never marry. For those who lose their life early and leave us hurting, wish I could tear the fabric of space and peek behind the curtain. Like Interstellar, the presence is felt. So if I ever leave, remember I'm a light year ahead of myself. I'm one dream out of a billion brains, all asleep at the same time but on the same timeline. Some wake to poverty, some wake to luxury, some wake with nobody there like what's up with me. Reach out, pick a star, make a wish. Do a starfish, jump out of bed, you must live, you must live. Just remember you have a heartbeat. I was gonna write that line in the chorus to let the bars breathe. I put my hands around the equator and stop the earth. That's not an earthquake, that's me shaking off the dirt. Put the world on my shoulders and tell you all chill, cause stress kills more people than any war will. What's the real pandemic? If feeling 100% is considered normal, then maybe we was born ill. We fight diseases like we're looking at the finger instead of the moon. Life's an adventure, so let us rent a room. Travel light as a feather and maybe hitch a ride. Money can't buy time, so I stay rich inside. When I die, freeze my body, shoot me into space. Maybe one day I'll be found by an alien race and give life to a planet using my DNA. You can use my acapellas just to make your day. Just don't call it a feature and we'll be okay. Don't rip an image off Google and make an album cover. Cause when people discover, they think it's us together, and that's the only clause, and we good forever. If the Wi-Fi is strong, you can't stop us. I always got a jewel and a gem locked in the coffers. I created an album for $7.99 a month, mastered it on Lander and don't even need to offset the losses. Took some simple loops, no drums, one man and a mic, and didn't even use a professional booth. Just Logic X and an iMac was sure excuse. I got some sick news, a quick 16. You sleeping on me like you hit snooze and Caesar fish food. When I'm in this mood, I flick through, pick a few loops, set it off like a lit fuse. I didn't choose a verse, pick you. If I commit to a hit, then I stick to the type of script Marty Scorzayzee take a shit to. You got a top 5 list? I got a list too. 5, 4, 3, 1 Scorz. Did I miss 2? Nah, that's just a space for Zilla. Tell your favorite MC I got a space in the chiller. They facing a killer face to face with a gorilla. First album was 28 tracks with no filler. Soon as I touch that beat, there's no room, bro, it's over. Like I just finished them with a tombstone. Break a few bones, take a few home to make a trophy when I'm boasting like I'm Razor Ramon. Something amazing, see who you're friends with. There's nothing wrong with hearing the truth and being defensive. In 30 years, this will all just be a photograph, a social media post with a little note attached, sending emojis like the phone is broken, never care. Fighting over hidden treasure that was never there. What's a reputation, something that you can't touch? What good is an image without an art book? What good is a blessing without the hard luck? They said, yo, Scorzilla, just get the bars up. You can't cage a bird, that will only make it worse. If you leave the window open, I'll escape at first, cause my mind's at the stars and I'm blowing Mars up. A lost soul, surprising you with a safe return. If every cell in my body is new, then who am I? Every 10 years my spirit changes like a suit and tie. You can't watch a flower grow with the human eye, like you can't see the moon maneuvering through the sky. 5 minutes later it's on the other side. I guess I don't have the patience, but do I have the time? I guess everything's relative when you magnify. Trying to understand the world is kinda asinine. Tribalism doesn't work when you're one of a kind. A different story when you ask them all one at a time. It's like we're in a war for the mind, where a thought is a crime. Just make sure you walk in a line, get your groceries and go. I'm walking in between human traffic and a crowd of people who think they know. You got the paper, but do you have a peer review? None of us really know, and that's the actual scary truth. Lazy journalism, Twitter feeds the birds for their daily food, a very small selection of the daily news. Imagine watching the planet spinning in real time. 90% of the world is probably feel fine. When you're living in a bubble, you just see the trouble. Using digital avatars as a body double. I'm Ready Player One, living in my headset, and didn't even notice the lady wearing the red dress. Dionne Warwick, all you get is a yes, yes. Feeling fresher than a test press when I just express the excess. Emotions in my chest, so I'm stressless. My brain's on autocorrect, what will I text next? Something deeper in depth without the death threats. You can't kill all the lyrics without a breath left. Don't gamble your life, that's the best bet. Too much pressure got you slipping like a wet step. Hard work leads to nothing but the best rest. Avoid the excess but still wear your best creps. Are you an expert or an expert with the best guess? Are we giants or insects in a nest? Is it science or a tyrant just injecting the next? Are we lions, are we sheep, are we peasants or are we pests? Are we owners of the land or a guest with no address? Do you have a family name, were you born with a royal crest? Are you blessed? You think your ancestors were all the best? How many good men were sent to their death just to oppress? So I'm sitting at my desk trying to figure out the next move in this game of chess, and I confess I'm not impressed. Yo, so is it music? Who produced it? I don't give two shits. I only name the tracks so you can find what the loop is. I exercise my rights with the bars, like a few dips. These two lips can split an atom in half and nuke it. For me this is regular shit. It's not Solomon getting murdered by Mook. I spit and shred him to bits. You got the punchlines but on beats, you don't flow right. Thought you killed me but I was just asleep like I'm Snow White. You're poison, rotten to the nucleus and fruitless. I can save you but the antidote is in my mucus. It's not drug induced, just dope running through my juices. The type to let him win when he chooses just to confuse him. I'm nice for no reason, it's murder the mic season. Put the crown down before you get drowned for high treason. I'm a pure breed, type to turn your eyes into pure green. Dip you in a bucket of bleach and wipe the floor clean.